pistol that Level Up will play with and start with. Though, and there's a bit of a fake towards A, attended split that might not actually work out as intended, although Erra will find one. It's Sharani that replies, and they are going to be hitting the B side. Two players to defend. Through Edward, it's Mezzi who finds the first. He's full of equipment. They line up the shots and they line up the kills. That is going to be the pistol to Gamerlegion to begin with yet again, as they take their third in succession. Actually, not in succession, apologies.
We'll see if that's going to be possible, though. In this round, anyway, it should be quite easy. We did see a good bit of damage being dealt out towards D, but if even one more kill here. It's starting to look a bit less likely to be able to get them killed, especially now as D is left alone. Surely on 1 health he can't do anything.
Too much to ask out of him, even a player like D, with 1 HP and a P250. Only hope he has is waiting behind the corner and basically, well, just waiting behind the corner and hope that somebody comes at him with his back turned to him. In any case, Gamerlegion, as expected, a very subtle start. Bit of damage dealt, as you said. Economy not exactly where it could be, where it should be, but it's not the worst either. And Level Up, AKs come out. We do have a limited amount of utility, 2 smokes only. They've already wasted 2 of them, so down to the 2 last. And with only flashbangs on top of things, they'll have to be careful how they approach this. 1 more smoke gone, they're down to a single smoke left. No smoke. Hard on middle, and they're going to be
himself. Fortunately, Rusty had actually gotten a double kill in the apartments for a moment, and by the time the push actually comes in from Level Up, pretty much all of Gamerlegion are already in position here to hold it down. It just looks easy for them. D gets 1, but that's it. It is all on impulse. And it's winnable. I'm not going to lie to you right now, especially with that kill that he found on Adam, but he needs to be careful with the rotation into short already. There is the M4 there now to help as well, but I was going to say, but the MP9 on Mezzi isn't ideal at range. But really, the MP9, it's all right. People, they like bursting at our range. It works well. 3-0. Gamerlegion off to a good start again with the opening gun round as well as, of course, the pistol, the initial pistol before that also going their way. So their T side Level Up, so it's not as like 3 or 4 rounds before actually getting onto the board.
It most certainly isn't. And we can see right now, Era gonna open it up. Once again, the op coming out on this guy early on. And you know, whenever he's got an op, things are not gonna be taken lightly. Oh, the angle here, just as Impulse walks have something to say about that, and Impulse makes him disappear. It's a magic trick, Bulk. And as you said, should be an easy enough of a 3-3 if they continue down like this. Impulse keeping it up. And level up, this is much better than what we saw in Nuke, for example. I mean, it's hard to be worse than Nuke, really, if we're honest. The way that map started and the way it ended on the half, it's just, oh boy. It is... We'll see how it goes. This full eco that will follow suit. Gamerlegion, obviously, not really much they can do with it. Sure enough, attempt maybe to go for a deagle or two and stack up with something, whatever the idea might be. But as you said, 3-3 coming to reality.
Yeah, very likely, unless we see Gamerlegion with a bit of a similar upset to what level up we're able to achieve a couple rounds back, but that shouldn't be happening. There's not too much at all for them to work with, not as many players on Kevlar, just the Deagle in Kevlar, as well as the MP9 for Zero that was saved over. So a few kills definitely possible. And certainly the goal, because you don't want to be letting level up build up too much money, especially with already those previous rounds being fairly clean. They have got a pretty decent economy in the reserve, even without being able to add on to it with this eco. So a few kills here would be very, very helpful. Yeah, but so far anyway, not going in their favor. So Rennie to kick things off. Gets dinked down, so that got pretty close. But at this point, surely he just plays a little bit safer now and lets his teammate, his team.
It would be their job as well to find purchase, to find a little bit of information, and they just kind of stand there and wait. And that's never really going to work. It's something we've kind of been able to establish throughout the last a P250. A Deagle even at times is questionable, unless it's a headshot. 3-3, and no up, very little utility. This is the scary part that kind of puts Gamerlegion on their edge, perhaps, as they are going to have to rely heavily on their aim. And it did serve them well at the start of Nuke, but we saw how quickly the tables had turned there, and level up. Right now, they feel like they're fired up, if anything else.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, especially as soon as they were able to get off to the good kick off here with their opening gun round on the side of level up after how well Nuke went on the comeback. They were like, okay, yeah, we fell short, but we just gotta make sure we kick off a little bit earlier, and that's exactly what they've gotten right now. Full mid. Beforehand, swung in afterwards to get the kill, and error ready for them coming up through connector as well. Only able to get the one. And with that, yeah, Zero in trouble. D, I didn't think would be the one to deal with it, but he does. He just whips out the Tech 9 and spams that mouse one button. Now they've the 3-on-3. The bomb is going to go down, but I don't think this flank is going to be expected to be in place so quickly right now by Adam. So that certainly could be what turns this round right now for Gamerlegion. Or that could be too. Unfortunately, it's in a negative direction. Oh, it's Sereni. Just doesn't care. He's gotten himself 2 kills around connector, and with that probably ended the round. Adam still moving in. They hadn't noticed coming in from Palace, and he was able to get one because of that. But Dimkip, he was ready for the follow-up. Backed off, held the angle, and just hit the headshot.
Exactly so, and the best part there was the fact that he's able to retrieve the op immediately, so D is not going to be suffering any economical damage due to that. And also as you said, Shadani able to hold on to connector like that, finding both frags in and around, it really puts Gamerlegion even more on their toes, as they know that the retakes are, well, if I'd say legendary, that wouldn't do them justice, or qualities as a team. We've seen that time and time again, and throughout well as a unit, seem very cohesive and very much in tandem with one another. This little round, though, it's more a wreckage of, well, still a very painful round for level up, though. Losing 2 players, that's never going to be an easy pill to swallow. 5-3 though, Dean. I gotta say, this is so much better from level up already.
Oh yeah, no, it's miles ahead in terms of being able to at least have a much earlier start, and already having a pretty good foundation here on their T side to build off of. 5 rounds, even if they do end up dropping here in this gun round, for example, they'd still have quite a bit of room to try and add another at least 1 or 2 to have a good half. And obviously, if they keep it up like they have so far, they'll probably be finding quite a bit more than that even. So, yeah, Gamerlegion, they need to step back up right now, and this could be a good chance for an opening. Impulse, they'd get the smoke down in time. They have no idea. Rusty able to get up close around the box. Easy second kill as well. And with that,
You say tiny, I say this is, just the this is like the creme off the top. That's how much. Maybe if 1 less player was alive, then he'd almost surely win. But
oh yeah, I know. 1v4 is easy
with all
for
5,
it's the 1 on 5 guys. You can
exactly. It's the 1 on 5 that unfortunately only a few chosen ones can actually partake in.
Some people probably are not getting the sarcasm at the moment.
Probably they're like, "What are you talking about? This is impossible. He is in a 1v5. You guys are stupid, even if it's 1v4." Well, yes, we know, guys, we know. We're just trying to have a laugh, and hopefully you guys with us.
That round was done so quick. Honestly, I thought it was probably going to last a bit longer while he just kind of walked around and waited for a mistake to be made. But it didn't. Yeah. No, we've seen those situations so often that we. The goal and 0. He wants to correct as the unfortunately had the smoke fade away as well. I believe just took the peak, and Impulse has somehow got his way into the spawn. Didn't even connect the bullet there onto that player, but he's pulled 2 of them out of A and in towards the CT spawn, which in theory could have given them the chance to go forward. But for now, they aren't doing so, and Impulse eventually being dropped by Rusty.
That was a bit of a weird moment there, almost failing to take him out. Luckily, he did, although Rusty loses his teammate. Adam getting caught by none other than Dimken. They know there's 1 more player in Whorehouse, so they're going to be ready for that. Through short the off, Mezzi times it well as he takes out AV, and unfortunately Dimken connector surprises him. Surprise Pikachu face on Mezzi. And Rusty, as he tries to get in close and help out with the hold, or at least get the refrag, and there will be no chance given. 6-4, level up. They let them slip once, but not anymore. It's going to be a rebuy. At least they have the money for that. Gamerlegion, of course, with what, 5 surviving members in the last round. Of course, they can reinvest into this. Mezzi, glass cannon. Very interesting decision making we're seeing here from GL, actually. I mean, Mezzi is the only one that had money for the AWP, so it's understandable, but still. Not used to seeing him off, either way.
Yeah, looking looking like we're getting a bit of fight, at least from Gamerlegion in these rounds, but they do need to start taking them a bit more convincingly if they want to come out with ideally the 9 on the CT side, which would be perfect for them. As it looked like we were maybe going to find some contact on short right there, but for now, focusing a bit more around ladder room, but here we go, boosting up the op, they're going to double peek as surely. Although Error was given a bit of room, but yeah, ends up getting caught with the nade in hand. The op up in the apartments wasn't holding the angle, and Sereni hits an instant headshot. Oh, this is, the B-bomb site's completely gone. They have to call for the save unless they get a kill pretty much instantly. And yeah, they didn't, so they called for the save.
Yeah, they need to. Like, there was no other choice. And when you look at their economical situation as well, it kind of paints a perfect picture, doesn't it? It really tells you the story of the CTs in this case and how quickly the odds can shift and the favor can fall out of favor, I guess you can say. The CS gods in this case, the one and only Gaben, not allowing for Gamerlegion to have any stroke of luck. 7-4 with level up surviving on 4 players. Not only will they bank up an extra allotment of economy, dollars, but they also start to really dominate this first half. First of all, Gamerlegion, now they have a tough decision to make. Obviously, it's a reinvestment. There's no doubt there. The problem is you will put everything on the line yet again. And are you able to save 3 players again? You know, that's where then that kind of tough decision comes in. Are you going to be committing to a full-on save of the round if you can? Or will you look for the brighter future ahead, which is not looking as good? There's definitely a few plays in mind that I might have, but let's see. Level up. This seems like a bit of a split. They're going to be jumping window. Not even jumping, rather boosting. To make it quiet, to make it sneaky. Sharani has now been set up for this. Oh! What the hell just happened?
I don't know. On one of them, Palace. I think at this point now they definitely have a good idea that it is the A split that's coming in. Can they hold it though is the question, as Adam gets caught up close on ramp. The rotation now from Rusty in the CT spawn isn't going to be able to do anything about the bomb plant, but Mezzi can. Rips off the head of Impulse. It's the bomb down. And now the 2-on-3 has become that much more recoverable for the CTs. D is pinned in window as well. I don't think he knows Mezzi has spotted him, but he is going to be just holding it with the P250. If Mezzi jumps across, that would be interesting. Oh, unfortunately, not making noise. Oh, did he try and fake? Did he drop down under window? I think D may have fell for that. That may have actually worked.
It did. D is now keenly watching down lower, and he's not going to be expecting him there. D does to get tagged, headshotted even. But Mezzi likewise the same, and Rusty, he's made his way onto site through Sandwich. There's oh, the timing here. D even wins the duel on mid against Mezzi. And what does Rusty do? Well, not much. He can get the hell out of dodge. That's what he can do. And this is, this is one... Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Earlier, basically, was, the problem with Gamerlegion and their every single mistake and every single time they have to... They lose their weapons and don't have a chance to save. They're forced to play this pistol and Kevlar round where they don't really have much to go on. And Zero. I mean, overall, sure, they can buy. Yes, cool. They can get 5 rifles even. But what the hell will they do with them is a better question, since no utility, probably no kits. Op is glass cannon at the very best for Adam, which you don't really want to put into that position. It's concerning, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we just keep ending up in these positions on maps where the half for one team just looks unsalvageable, but then they somehow in the second half manage to start pulling their way back into it, and you just think, okay, if those couple rounds went differently, it could be a whole different score right now. I mean, that's what we've seen on Nuke. Level Up were so close to taking it 2-0. If they could have made that comeback happen, if they had a few rounds where they had lost as well to weaker weapons, I believe, or they won rather earlier on in the game. So this game has been just crazy. I said coming into this that I was expecting this to be the highlight of the day, and I would say I've probably been right so far.
Yeah, I agree. It has been the highlight of the day. It's definitely been the most enjoyable match we've had in the last few. One thing that kind of did surprise me the most was how polarizing the first and second map were, and how the difference between the two kind of showcased in the first half of Nuke, and then how quickly and how quickly, of course, yeah, Level Up were able to make the return into that 14-16, and unfortunately to lose it, but still, just the fact that they're able to keep themselves mentally at that pace, I think it speaks of a new level that they're achieving as a team, as players, as individuals, that they're not losing hope in the face of utter defeat in that case. And it really brings up an interesting viewpoint for Level Up, for me at least. Some great understanding, still lacked quite a few of those, but here they seem to be fleshing that out. And if they add mentality, to positive mentality to it, I mean, there's this. The future is bright for the guys, is what I'm trying to say.
We'll see how this one goes, though. It's not too late for Gamerlegion to recover. If they can bring it back up to 7 on the half, then it's not the worst of CT sides, especially if they can get off to a good start with the pistol on the second half. But really, if they give anything else away here to Level Up, they are just going to be having a very difficult battle to fight against there in the second half, a hill to climb. Level Up, they were taking this one much, much slower. Nothing quick being done at all. They will again move out for the mid control, which has been something they've favored so far and have been using pretty well also. So it does make sense that they're going to head for it, and again aren't going to be challenged around this area at this point. The CT is happy enough to sit with the current ramp control that they haven't gotten a little bit more aggressive, of course, around that A-bomb site.
Yeah, that was vital. That's actually a perfect kill. And Adam, he's only good for one as well. Fully exposed on the flank. Rusty comes out of pit defense. Oh, what? Oh, he drops the bomb planter. Sure. I guess that goes down like that, but still going to be a 1-on-2 now with Dimkit at least planting the bomb in time. Unfortunately, D is not ready for the peek out of jungle, and that will be Zero to take it away. Whew. Cutting it a little bit close there. Gamerlegion in the end pulling it home, and it all began with Adam and, of course, Rusty there.
Even with that round being won out, though, by Gamerlegion, they still kind of struggle to get the reinvestment here. They're not going to have... now as well to bring it up towards 7. Unfortunately, it's gonna be red pretty quickly. The question is, how quick do they move with it now as well? Because obviously Zero is pushed up through underpass. He's gone straight through the apartments now at this point, and he's gonna have a pretty quick flank coming on. But most importantly, he's given the info to his teammates who have set themselves up around that A-bomb site, all 4 of them. So this is gonna need to be some fantastic openings, I suppose, being found from Level Up. The issue is, for the moment, with the smokes down, it's more so Gamerlegion just using those nades to chip away and help try and give themselves the biggest advantage that they can, then to work in for the retake. And they're ends it for survive, and yeah, Gamerlegion, the dream of set halftime is still alive.
Economics, 2 rounds in a row, still not enough to pull them down. Even one more Level Up just having just AKs without utility, but this is the last one, so in that case it doesn't matter anymore. Here we go, Under going to be pushed out. Zero He gets both. He gets the bomb drop as well. That was one of the two players that carried it, and all of a sudden, Gamerlegion, I don't think they're aware that the bomb was dropped there, but they don't care right now. They pull back safely. They've got a 2 down a little bit there. That certainly should not have happened in any instance.
I mean, I don't know what to expect of this game anymore. It's just constantly crazy.
It really is, yeah.
Harris found Dimka. I was going to say the 3-on-4 could still be recovered for level up, but now it's really just both players in individual positions where they're going to need to find success. And I mean, how good they've been playing, it's possible, but as long as Gamerlegion work well off of each other, they shouldn't really be struggling with this round too much. And I think the plan really is to try and pull as many rotations off. Creeping up, he's going to be spotted pretty soon. I was going to say, even if he got that kill on Med. Recovery from Gamerlegion, but still 8 rounds on the T side is a fantastic half for a level up to be coming into the to be going with here on this final map of this series. So it really is a position where Gamerlegion, they need that pistol ideally here to get off to a good start and to get into a bit of a lead and to get a bit more comfortable here.
Absolutely. And we'll see if perhaps they can take the pistol, as you said, to make that happen, to make that a reality. T side of theirs has always been pretty damn impactful, and their pistols likewise. 2 smokes, 4 flashbangs, full on a execution. If I had to